Mic check, mic check. Hello, hello. This is Guide Mechanic here. I am doing this stream on a Friday night rather than a Saturday morning because tomorrow I'm in work. And yeah, tomorrow I'm in work, so I'm not going to have much time to do any streaming in the afternoon. So I'm doing it now instead. And what I want to do today is, or tonight, for however long I can get away with this before I have to go to bed, because I am also incredibly tired, but I really want to play some more Space Engineers. And so for the next hour or so, I want to try, but no I can't, I want to put the vanilla gyro turning system, or some sort of variation of it that I came up with the other day, into the HAW, because I'm trying to make these as scriptless as possible. Obviously I'll never get away from scripts with the all the displays in the cockpit, but I'm trying to make the actual mechanical side of things as vanilla as possible. So we need to figure out where we're going to put some event controllers. And I don't necessarily need to have the timer in there. I could do it with just the event blocks, but it has become a bit of a force of habit, sort of, because after the event blocks initially came out I noticed that there were a few bugs with certain blocks events being triggered. There was a couple that would consistently fail to trigger quite often. I'm not sure why, and I can't even remember what they are, to be honest, but I started using the event controller triggering a timer which triggered the actions I wanted instead, because that seemed like a more surefire way of it working. And also having the timers in there allows me a little bit more control in turning systems on and off. It's more like having two-factor security system on like a password or something, having two-factor control where you can turn off the timers and the event controllers depending on what you need. But I want to sneak some thrusters in here and some event blocks to do the things with the turning. So I've not really got any room left anywhere near the cockpit, have I? All that's being used. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, I want to stick at the front. I want to get more weight in the front of this thing. Or do I want to just keep it? You know what? No, we will put it in the back, because then stick it there. Yeah, we'll stick it there. We'll have, for starters, a pair of event controllers. I do need to figure out what I can do with the broadcast controller at some point. Oh, and I do need to put the action relays in there. That's for later. So that is going to be controller turn left for now. And that right. Controller, turn right. And then we need some thrusters. Hello, cat. Come on. You want attention or not? There you go. So I've got a very attention-seeking cat sitting on my lap and getting in the way. As always. Right. Come on, mate. You just settle down. Here you go. We need to put this thruster somewhere where it's not going to burn stuff. And I'm thinking about... I could just slap it on the side of there, perhaps. Again, I want to stick more weight at the front though, because it leans quite a long way back. Hello, baby boy. We can put... Why do I like that? Well, that could be our left and right thrusters. They are going to be clear of the gyros. They're not going to burn the warhead. Do we really want thrusters that close to a warhead? You know what, it doesn't matter because we've already got ones pointing at it. And it's not blown up so far. For anyone that didn't see the stream that warhead came from, that is part of the self-destruct system. Because somebody made a stupid joke and I took it seriously. And decided, yeah, why not? Why not have a self-destruct system? I mean, it is advanced prototype military hardware. Why not blow it up if all else fails? Right. That... I'll call that override for now. Put the tiniest bit of override on it. What happens? Because we were having bugs last time with the override. Because if I made it equal on both sides, one of these would start firing by itself. So, let's quickly have a look in the cockpit, see what those thrusters are doing. That's not doing anything. See, there you go. Weird spiking. That is the kind of thing that would set off the thruster that is controlling the... or triggering the event block. I'm not sure why it does that. And I forgot to name the other thruster. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, so that was one of the overrides. That was the other one. So I'll call that over. We'll jump back in the cockpit. I'll see you later, mate. Off you go. Indecisive cat. So that can be... Roster... turn right. Just have OVR override. The other one, that's the left one. What's there? And left. Over. Thruster turn. Right. Thruster turn. Oop. Shit. Right. So, turn. Controller turn. Oh, that's something else we have to do because the mech gyro is still active. The whole mech control system is still active, and that now means I've got two redundant programmable blocks hiding in the back. That is off. That is not doing anything. I can still walk, but I cannot turn. Right, cool. Build this manual turning system then. So from our stream the other day, we needed it to be on thruster greater than 50%. Oh, I didn't check whether those thrusters had stopped spiking. That one's still spiking. Because I didn't change anything. Yesterday, did we try that? Will that make it all stop spiking? How odd. When they are the same amount of thrust override, it causes thrusters on the same plane to spike, but it offset it by tiniest bit. Doesn't make a difference. 50. Spiky, spiky, jumping all over the show. Jumping all over the show. Put it down to 49, so it's one lower. And to level 2 watts. Whatever. So, back to what we were doing. Turn left. Turn left. And oh yeah, I need to remember what the mech rotor did. Because decreasing turns right, increasing turns left. Sound. There we go. Turn. Oh yeah, this is why we needed the timer, because we haven't got enough slots in the event block to put enough commands into. So we need to go back down here and oh, you know what, I might just put it there. Yeah, we'll just put it there. Turn left. I don't need to copy any setting. And turn right. Turn right. Cool. Now we should have what we need. So turn left. On. Thruster turn left. Commands will be turn left. Now, should we put on and off triggers into it? Yes, we should, just in case. So it'll turn on, it'll turn off. and it will trigger. When it stops doing stuff, it will reset velocity. Turn right, same thing, opposite side. Thrusters, greater than 50. Turn right, it's right there, cool. Select actions. Turn right. On off. Trigger. Mech rotor. Reset velocity. There it is. Right, then turn left. Wanted to be. What was the actual mech gyro setting? Mech rotor settings. I need to turn that back. Mech control settings. Turn that back on. Do the left, right dance. Let's see how it's behaving. Actually does 5 RPM when it turns. Stationary, it does way more. Is that because it's trying to fight the friction of the wheels? We'll find out. I will turn that back off again. So turn left is going to be silent. Turn the delay off. Back rotor. Increase velocity. Let's see what that does with 1. Yeah, back rotor. Decrease velocity. Now that is set up, that should turn left and turn right. That's not too bad. Here you go. Vanilla turning. Yeah, so I think that... Ooh, something's clanging. Oh, it's them flapping against the leg. The leg flaps are flapping too much. So we might need to put an upper limit on them. Or a lower limit actually. 85. What am I doing? Let's make that 30 degrees instead. No, that's going the wrong way. Cool. 60. Not flapping as badly at the legs now. Cool. So that seems to be working pretty well. Let's have a look at it from the inside. Slow down. There we go. So there's our 4 thrusters that now control turning. Groovy. Cool. Right, well, that works. I'm really pleased how well that works. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Right, what can we do? Oh yeah, the mech. The mech controls. Be completely removed. Or we can just call them both Spay. I'll just call it spare console. And that can be that, and I never end up having to use that. And now I don't need to implement a system where I have to have two separate controls. I can make the remote controls work straight off the regular controls. And I don't need that block anymore either. Delete me. And we also don't need that mech camera anymore. Because they were part of the balance system that I wasn't sure was even doing anything anyway. And I don't think it was doing anything because not really made a difference since trying out my vanilla walking system, so we're just going to get rid of that because we don't need it anymore. I really hope I haven't built anything attached to that. Nope, I haven't. Cool, that can be deleted. Doesn't need to be there. Right, cool. That is now almost vanilla walking, vanilla turning. And yeah, I'm still actually quite happy with the eye system I built last time. Not perfect. There's still a big stupid gap at the front. Well, can't really do anything about that, but it has full control. See it from the outside. I do that. I can look up, I can look down, I can look left, I can look right. It doesn't clang. Doesn't make any horrible sounds, it doesn't make any horrible sparks. And it can target enemies. And there's one on the bottom too. Right. Oh! I said it didn't clang, what the hell were you doing there? That was not happy, was it? Was going on there? Eyeball. Curious if I need to change that hinge. And then have to rebuild an entire eye from scratch. But because I built it with a different hinge. I built it with one of the vanilla hinges. They can be a bit moody sometimes. Yeah, I'm going to try rebuilding it and see what happens. Why not? These streams are for You smegging idiot. Good thing I copy and pasted that. I'll just leave that floating there. Right, okay. We'll grind it out next time just to be safe. I can't use the grinder in spectator mode. That hinge. I'm going to copy those settings. Grind it the hell out of there. And try one of the mechanical expansion hinges, because these things are bloody brilliant. That is the way around I want it. Because now that hinge is attached to these blocks as well as the battery it's sitting on. Oh yeah, I need to give it some juice. There we go. And we can take all the juice back out again, so it just sits at that angle. And hopefully that rotor will fit on top. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, that's not happy, is it? Why aren't you happy? You're happy over here, where I've done the exact same thing. Oh, actually, you're not. They're twisting too now. Sometimes it works nicely, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it clangs. Sometimes it doesn't. Today, it seems to be wanting to clang. Which is disappointing, because it's been fine up until... Yeah, you see it's jumping around. Why are you doing that? You weren't doing it when I was using the vanilla hinge, but you are doing it on that one over there. What if I use one of the other mechanical expansion hinges? Look at that twitching everywhere. This is the problem with hinges in tight spaces. Their collision fields aren't quite the same as this shape. How round is that? Get off. What happens if I do it like that? And then do that, and then do that right on that angle. Then if I slap that rotor on top of you, do you kick off? Yes. Damn. We might just have to use some of the armor plates instead, because Yeah, so you're wiggling and twisting there now. Why are you doing that? Is that because the camera is trying to look at me at a weird angle? What if we lock that? What happens then? What happens with this one that's bugging out and doing weird? Because you're on a stupid angle. I can see you're on a stupid angle. Look at you. Look. Make a difference. Really annoying when something works and then suddenly stops working. For no apparent reason. What if I take all the torque out of that? Take all the torque out of that. It's still... Yeah, look, you can see the angle twitching. Oh, look at the rotor, that's why. Hinge. I mean, it's all clangy. Then we might have to figure out a way of making it not clangy. You're not clanging now. But there is a visible gap on that side, and there isn't one on that side. Ah, space engineers, you lord. Damn. Yep, see, that moved then. Yeah, that moved. That twitched. And that twitched some more. I've not had this problem up until now. Doesn't seem to want to let me put that in there. Space engineers, you're upsetting me. Oh yeah, we were just going to detach that over there. If I delete those two, it doesn't move. It twitch. Delete that and that, it doesn't twitch. So it's something about the collision field on. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, you can see it's overlapping. God damn it. Thought they fitted better. Or we could just give something else a go and see if it fits better. I'm gonna try one of them, because why not? What are the weird rotors we've got with this? We need to make that. So. That. Yeah, that's not happy fighting with those though, is it? No, it's not. I put that there and just try and put those blocks back in. Well, that's not kicking off. Okay, that's an interesting combination. Let's try the other hinge that I like and see if that fits without causing any issue. Center hinge, there it is. That way is backwards. That way, yeah. 27. That seems to be a nice angle for it. Then rotor. That doesn't like them or them being there. Then if I put them back, none of that's twitched or wiggled about. Oh, and the body of that rotor is actually smaller. Right, there we go. I think the mechanical expansion was once again the answer that I should have gone with from the beginning. And if yeah, so if I delete that off the bottom, I can just copy and paste that onto there. Because of stupid camera subgrid. But I can put it all the way up there because of ridiculousness. But no, the camera subgrid is going to cause problems, so we have to rebuild the eye from scratch. Damn. 2 minutes. That's one of the benefits of using the mechanical expansion mod. If you're on PC, is it can have absolutely insane rotor displacement limits. Not quite sure why, but it comes in handy occasionally. If not looking a little bit weird, but whatever. Eyeball pieces, right. Where are that? Where are they? There they are. Them. And then some of them. Then we need a camera on the front that covers up the hinge nicely. Of course, we need to move the angle forward a little bit. And it's the right way around. And we will also paint what we can. Yeah, that'll have to do for now. Oh, we're gonna have to copy and paste a whole bunch of names of rotors. Position, copy all, and hopefully all these go right around. Copy settings, paste. That work. What happens if I go to 0? Yeah, that's the right way around. Cool, that'll do. So that can be 27. But I'm not convinced this isn't going to clang as well. See what happens. That rotor. Y'all explode, doesn't it, when I do that? Oh, incompatible properties, because it's a completely different kind of rotor. Right, in that case, let's drop that back down to 0. That was probably a little bit quick to be doing that, but whatever. Don't tap anything because I'm messing with it. Oh, the name Divvy. There's iRotor Susan. Oh, hey Nick. I am back on the HAW again, but I have now figured out, oh, that's the wrong door, a non-scripted way of making it turn left and right when it's walking. It does exactly the same thing as it was doing before, it just now doesn't have to rely on a script to run. It is completely vanilla, and the system I've used to do it can be used theoretically on PC and on console, because you can't use script on consoles. Well, sort of. Mostly you can't, not unless you're on a server. But yeah, it's now, where am I? Made that. It's now got another set of thrusters on the inside, yeah, to control the left and right movement, which is powered by the big glowing thing. Sensors with the wheels, what do you mean? There are sensors in the game. The sensors that are on here for the AI system, they come into play when the drone is in AI mode. The wheels are currently still script controlled, but there is a way around doing that, sort of. Oh no, but if I tried to make that vanilla, I wouldn't have the handbrake that the wheel script gives me. I'd have to try and figure out a way around that, which I could probably do, but it'd be complicated. But yeah, I'm just updating this with a few more bits and ideas that I had to make it as vanilla as possible. Well, within reason. To make the systems vanilla. Like, I used loads of modded parts to get the shapes I want. Like, those round blocks are a mod. All those hinges and rotors are a mod. The armor plating on this gun is a mod. That camera there is a mod because the only vanilla one is the other way around as a top mounted camera. That one's a bottom mounted camera. So I'm not actually going to get away from mods properly. Those antennas are mods. But I just want to make the systems that run it all as vanilla as possible, so other people can make their own mechs. The way I did my WSD converter, I used sensors and a wheel suspension. Yeah, you can do that. That was a system I considered, but doing it with the event controllers now is just like way easier. Building vehicles this complex. Yeah. Yeah, there's these things are stupidly complex sometimes. There's a lot of overlapping nonsense. Like there's a ridiculous list of parts in this fucking thing now. So that turn system, I need to name the turn system along with the rest of it, so it all fits in together. Controller, there we go. Hooks, because it doesn't work on higher speeds. Oh yeah, well there's all sorts of different ways for doing it. I imagine some approaches are going to be better than others. Yeah, because the way I've got the turn system set up now works super well. Like it works exactly the same as the script that I was using before. It doesn't seem to have made any difference to its functionality really, other than I'm turning like 1 RPM faster than I was with the script. The script had finer adjustment of the parameters, but I'd rather have the vanilla way. Just to make it simpler. Oh yeah, I need to finish setting up that damn camera. Do all that. Copy all. Copy, paste. It doesn't necessarily suck, man. Like, that's like a whole, like, part and parcel of developing your own technology, so to speak, is making it, seeing if it works. If it works, it does, and then inevitably, further down the line, you will come up with a better idea of doing stuff. And it's usually when you are halfway through building things, and you then have to gut your creation halfway through and rebuild it with a new system. Which I've done almost every single time I've gotten around to building a new version of the Tachikoma. I've gone halfway through it and come up with some other ideas and gone, ah crap, I've got to squeeze them into here now. Like this whole manual walking system, like that idea I had when I was building another mech, and it kind of half worked, and then I kind of sort of perfected it, and then it was just like, right, I need to put that in every single one of my mechs now, and that is going to take a while, so that's kind of why I'm doing these streams now, is I want to rebuild everything with the new systems, and then when they're done, publish them so other people can play with them. There we go. IC01, that's the one at the top. So we need... oh god, where is it? Look at this. I hinge, that's not what we need. We need I rotor C01. You know what? I even just... I think me at the beginning of it, and me at the beginning of that, and then I can change that later on. It's good content. I hope it's good content. I hope people are enjoying it. I'll see you later, Nick. Cheers for tuning in again, man. Every little helps, I suppose. Every little minute that's watched. And I need to add... see you later. Space guy, Flacon, is that your name? Like, I'm not wearing my glasses. See you later, dude. Yeah, I wrote it. Bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, we need to type me at the beginning of it, because it makes it easy to find in the ridiculous drop-down menu. That is now this, because there's so many rotors. Keen, could we get a search function for this drop-down menu? Please? iHinge. Where's the other me? iRotor, there we go, that's what we need for Azimuth. iHinge and the iCamera, right. That's all that's signed. Oh, you're just saying bye to Nick. Oh, no worries, man. I'm gonna be here then for like about another hour maybe while we do this. Right, so that's set up. That is all set back up. That is all how it was before. We just need to oh no, that should be good then. Right, there we go. Up is up, down is down, left and right are left and right. AI is on, blah 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 blah. So, yep, there we go. The eyeball is working up front again. Clang testing. If you're ever curious that your ridiculous grids might be clanging, turn the lights out and look for sparks. Right, give your mech a good shake around, like as much as you can, the settings that you've made, and look for sparks and little clangs and flashing lights. That's usually a good indicator that something is scrubbing. No, I can't see anything scrubbing. Not with that set up the way it is now. So I think you might know what was that. Oh, that was just, I think that was just the light in the rotor and the hinge. Yeah, that seems to be alright. However, that rotor over here, that hinge head is still really unhappy. I'm gonna have to replace them, aren't I? But this mech is only half built anyway. Yeah, it's the problem with doing mech stuff is, I've mentioned this before, the collision fields for the hinges, rotors and pistons aren't as small as the visual models that you can see, and some of them are slightly off-center by like the tiniest bit. So like with some of them, one side will scrub and the other side won't, and all kinds of stupid things like that. The mechanical expansion mod does reduce the collisions with the hinges and rotors and pistons that it adds, which is why I tend to use that a lot. I really wish Keen would just make those collision models on those moving parts just slightly smaller. You don't have to change the model, just make the collision field a little bit smaller. Because building mechs is the best part of Space Engineers for me. I did start originally playing it like a space sim game, because I've been very into space sim games over the years, like Free Space and Free Space 2 and Elite Dangerous, and basically anything where I could fly, build or customize spaceships I was really into, and I got into this kind of off the back of that. And then I saw one of Black Armor's videos and the whole mech thing started, Recently made a large grid walker that ever so slightly scrubs, and it can just combust sometimes. Yeah, yeah, the physics engine can go a bit mental sometimes. I've got a full-scale Mechagodzilla blueprint on Steam, and when I was building that, I had some catastrophic failures with that. There was a couple of times because I was testing out different rotor strength mods to find one that would make the arms actually lift, because it was all built in small grid, so I could get all the detail in there. And a few of the rotor mods I tried, one of them made it explode catastrophically, and then there was another mod that I tried that made it implode, like a singularity appeared in the middle of the mech and all the parts just sucked themselves into the center. It was crazy. Scrap Mechanic. I never really played Scrap Mechanic. I've heard of it, but I'm not familiar with it. But yeah, for me, Space Engineers is like one of my absolute favourite games, because I don't know any other game where I can actually build robots. Like, there's loads of games out there like Mech Warriors and Titanfall and all the Armored Core games and all that kind of stuff, where you can kind of customize robots a little bit and you can pilot them, but the fun for me is building them and making them function, and making them, like, actually building a robot from scratch. That's the bit I enjoy. Not saying that the Armored Core games and stuff aren't sweet, like, I've played them to death, but yeah, you don't want to let me put that in there, do you? Because it's hitting that. If I delete that and that, I can put that there, cover that horrible bit, and then, because of the way grids work, I can put those blocks back and put that block back. The back of that rotor is covered because I hate having conveyor ports visible. It's just something that's always wound me up. I also wish these conveyor ports could open like a little hatch. And it'd be nice if the little hatches open. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was bringing that back down to a sensible height. 0, is that a sensible height? How much room has that rotor head got at 0? Absolutely loads. Yeah, you see, that's the problem with that rotor now. Is if I try and drop that lower, it's going to scrub on the top of there, probably, isn't it? If I bring that down to -5, what's that like when it turns? We shall give it the clang test again. Turn the lights out. Make it nice and dark. Move about. Oh, can you make mechs in Scrap Mechanic, can you? Like I said, I've literally never ever played it. I heard about it, but I've never played it. Yeah, Black Armor is someone I watch very, very often. Because I started playing Space Engineers just as like sandbox survival, like Minecraft or Ark Survival or something like that. Just getting by, digging, building things, trying to work out how to build stuff in survival mode, and then one day, whilst looking for YouTube tutorials on space engineers, I think it was one of his Zoids builds, like the giant, like, cat robot thing. It was one of them, and I just went, oh my god, you can build robots in this game. Oh my god, and then immediately just went, I'm building Tachcomas. That's the first thing I want to build. I absolutely love those stupid little blue robots. And my first Tachcoma didn't look great. It looked very janky, and it couldn't walk, and I couldn't figure out how to make it walk, and it was just powered by thrusters because I was on the Xbox. No space destruction, big multiplayer and guns. Yeah, that's a downside, because what's the point of making military robots if you can't fill them full of guns to blow stuff up with? Like that car over there. Right, so that iPod works better now. The turning works. The eye isn't clanging, from what I can tell. Seems like the thruster does give it a tiny little speed boost, because its speed does seem to accelerate slightly even when it's walking. Because the wheels aren't working, you can't hear them making any sound. Maybe that'll... oh no, yeah, it might help. Yeah, it does walk pretty quickly, like, it's because its leg hinges move at 6 RPM on a 1 second cycle. So it can do about 5-6 meters a second, which, if we switch to our console, yeah, it can do about 9-10 miles an hour. There's yeah, it's up to 13 there. There's so many screens in here now that the auto LCD script gets a little bit slow and takes a little bit of time to respond. But yeah, I can do about 15 mile an hour walking. It also helps that it's got a nice big, like, stride with its legs, the way they're shaped. Yeah, not too bad. Right, so we've now got a few bits left over. Warp brake is still a little bit moody. Seems to sit around there. 1.11, and then it idles at 0.8, 0.6. Because there's a little bit of jiggle. All the subgrids. Yeah, that was the problem. We turned walk mode off. We turned that on. What's it there? I wish you could have a range, a target range for controllers, so you can have like from and to. Like another slider down here would be nice. Because it idles at that when everything's turned off because of the jiggle, but when it stops, oh, 0.08. Yeah, they usually can move faster because they're covering more distance. Usually with a massive, ridiculous stride to them. Like the like weird griffin mech thing I made a few weeks ago, which I haven't finished making. That can walk pretty quickly, but its legs are set up more like a cat than a bug, like the legs on all of these multi-pads are. So it can like walk really quickly in a straight line, and it's actually quite good at getting up hills and stuff as well, like unassisted with thrusters or anything like that. So I need to incorporate that leg design into something else. But it's a leg design that I almost entirely stole from a Black Armor design. I just scaled it up and reshaped it a little bit. But it works really well. Walk mode back on. Yeah, you see it jiggles a bit because the brakes. The script is fighting the jiggle of the mech and trying to center it and overcompensating. So it wiggles about back and forth like that. Walk cycle turns off the script to stop it doing that. And it doesn't get low enough to trigger that, which is real damn annoying. Yeah, and there's another problem with building complex overlapping systems in mechs. You get weird bugs like that. Brake jiggle in the legs. Suspension rotors. No, suspension rotor. Yeah, see, I don't really want to turn inertia sensor on all of them, because that'll just add a load of unnecessary mass to the wheels. Or will it? Give it a go. Let's take all of them and turn share inertia sensor on all of them. And it makes no difference to the wiggle. Doesn't seem to make much difference to idling tractor sound. Yeah, it's the sound of the wheels flicking the propulsion override back and forth. If you look at the toolbar, you can see it flicking from 1% to -1% as the script, I think it's Whip's wheel control script trying to overcompensate for the jiggle of the mech and trying to center the wheels and stop it moving, and it's getting confused and going too far in either direction each time and creating a sort of feedback loop on itself of just wiggling. Which is why we need to have the walk brake actually set to 0.11. That's what it was jiggling before. Probably won't jiggle there because I've been messing with the suspension rotors. Turn all the wheels into the right direction. No, still not quite happy there. Yeah, you see now, it's only dropping as far as that. Move again. And then sometimes these issues you have are just Space Engineer's engine freaking out. And the next time you load the game, it'll be perfectly fine. You won't have a problem. Oh, it also doesn't help that there's like a million subgrids on this thing now. Or yeah, see now it's idling around there. 0.25. And now it's off. Now it idles down there at that. Now if you turn walk mode off, because of the way that is set up, it turns the handbrake on. But turning drive mode on turns the handbrake off. I obviously thought about that. Cool, I already built in a failsafe for that. Yeah, it's got a swappable drive. Oh, that's something else I wanted to do. I wanted to move those signs. I wanted them to be visible in front of the player. Make it easier when you can see when drive mode and walk mode are on. Oh, but I've already put the event controller away. That's the walk cycle event controllers down there. I don't want to replace them. That took way too long to faff about with. Oh yeah. SE has got pretty good physics engine to it. It's very complex and really good, and I think that is where it struggles a bit occasionally, because it's so complex. There's so many things going on that, like anything that's running scripts or programs, it'll just freak out and go, sod it, I'm just going to crash. It's way easier. No, it has got a good physics engine, and the clang, the things you see sometimes when stuff starts clanging is quite hilarious on occasion. Like when my Mechagodzilla imploded, that was one of the bizarrest clangs I've ever seen in this game. What was I doing? Oh yeah, those signs. I wanted to make them more visible for the player. Oh yeah, because that is a leg controller. That is a leg controller. Why did I build them there? A really daft place to put them. That's why. I built the... yeah, whatever. Let's... dum. Yeah, I'm gonna delete both of them. And Oh yes, because I've made the floor out of event controllers. And event controllers have annoying connection points. And I want... Yeah, I want to have them that way, because you can't connect them to the sides or the bottom of the face side. I'll have to go there. No, the wrong way. Right, something like that. That was entirely the wrong button. Try and jump in there like that. Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, more at that angle. Yeah, why not? Just to have a bit of variation on the other ones. So let's turn on the driver to oh no. Oh yes, and that was something else I was going to do, wasn't it? I was going to change the background sign or background image. Sign, walk, load, active. Drive mode, active. Fine, walk. Text and images, and then we need to save it. Why is no text appeared on that? Walk mode. Active. Oh, there we go. Now it's showing text. Alright, that wants to be size 3. The rotation wants to be that way. We were going to make it the same colour as all this little text though. That was the idea. Is that a hatched mod? Hatchet mod? I mean hatch on the roof. The door is a mod, yeah. It's a mod by oh, it's ELD or something. It's a in fact, if I bring the bloody thing up. Oh. Yeah, EDP, that's the one. Lecky Dance Party, I think is his name. Oh, cheers, Isa. Yeah, the hatch is a mod by EDP. It's on Steam, might be on Mod.io, I'm not sure. But it adds a whole bunch of like cool little doors. And this 3x3 by 1 hatch is one of my favourites. It's a nice tiny little door you can just squeeze through. And I'd really like him to make some slightly smaller ones, because I'd like a tiny little door that you can, literally just a hatch that you can open and just about click onto a control seat for at the back of my Tachcomas. So we were finishing this walk sign, and we were gonna, oh yeah, I needed to see what any one of these has got as the colour. 130, 130, 255. That's the colour we were going with. And we usually have a text padding of 24, because that's roughly about the middle for some reason. 130, 130. There you go. That fits in more with the colour scheme. And we're going to have the Trinity background, because that looked pretty good on one of the builds. Yeah, looks alright. My only problem with the hollow LCDs is they're a little bit dull. They're not quite as bright as the other screens, and they are heavily affected by light sources. It kind of annoys me. If there's no light source around, you can't really see what's written on them. It's really dumb because it's supposed to be a holographic projection. It should be light in itself. But whatever. Hopefully Keen will fix it. Right, so that's kind of more how I want it to be, because that looks a bit meh. That looks a bit cooler. I just need to change the walk mode controller. Walk mode on and off. Sign, walk. Add that one, and then we're going to delete that one. You want to delete that one? Yeah, we will just delete them now, because I don't know if I need another hollow LCD up there. I might replace it with something else. Anyway, sign drive. So we want text and images, drive, mode, active. Go, you can see that text, size 3, make it the pretty purple colour like everything else. Center 24. Trinity background. Yeah, whatever. That's cool. Do me. Bum 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 bum. Need to change the drive mode controller to have sign drive. Add that. Sign drive. Delete. There. Oh. Over. There we go, that's better. Walk sign. Dun, dun, dun. Delete me. There you go, now they've all got the appropriate names they're supposed to have. Drive mode sign needs to be off. That. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong way. Let's grind that out, because everything's a little bit too close. don't want to delete anything important by mistake. Well, I'll think of something else to put in that gap later. For now, got that. The hollow sign's really, really bright, and then the door closes and it goes really dull. And that annoys the crap out of me. Right, so does walk mode still work? Oh, dumbass. I need to change that button on and off to have the new sign. On off, and likewise with drive mode. Replace the sign, so I need to replace the command drive on. Line drive on and off. Let's just check that walk mode again. Yeah, so walk mode on forwards is a completely different thing, so that's fine. Ah, now I need to update the walk system and the drive system, because I have now made that vanilla turning system, and none of that is turning off now when I turn off walk mode, because obviously there's no command for it to turn off. So, we are going to have to add some stuff. We can delete that. We can't delete wheel control, we need that. Dum 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 dum. Light on move control reset off. Dum dum dum. That turns all them off. Let's move this line further back. Drive mode, guard mode, on and off. These are all of my failsafe commands, so that when you turn walk mode on, you can't activate any of the other modes by mistake and cause everything to explode or go weird. And it also turns on the controls for the automated forward and backward mode. Essentially, the cruise controls. Drive mode. Drive mode, guard mode, guard mode button. Guard mode. On, off. Off. Button, off. Control mode. Off, off, and then it's the walk forward mode. I'm going to type CTRL. Walk forward, walk reverse. Walk forward, reverse. There we go. And then the emotion unit, suspicious left. There we go. Because that way it's stupid, but that way when you activate the walk and drive mode, the AI like smiley face display looks at the appropriate panel, or at least that was the dumb idea that I had. Right, so that turns on that stuff. Delete this page bit. And then have all of the turn controls turn it on and off in much the same way. We'll have left and right turn on, and then all of the left and right controls, and that's all that is really needed for that bit. Cool. Then walk mode off is going to have to do something similar. Ah, damn, all those smegging wheels. They all need to move. Ugh, there's loads of stuff there that needs to move. You know what? We will. Damn it. UTRL. Drive mode. On. And then it's guard mode and guard mode. Blah blah blah. Guard mode on. Guard mode button on. Patrol mode on. Patrol mode button on. Oh, I'm an idiot. I've just been playing around with the wrong. I've just been doing all the wrong things on the wrong page because I'm an idiot. I have. None of that was there, was it? There. Ugh. Guard mode on. Control mode on. Supposed to be. And then walk mode forward and reverse off. Off and off, and that way when you turn off the walk mode you can't accidentally activate the cruise control, because that causes all sorts of problems. That makes sense again. That's up. Might just move all the suspension from there to there. Suspension. We're turning it off. Off. Front right. There we go. And now we've got a gap there to turn off the turn system. Off and off. They turn themselves off, so that's fine. Off and off and off and off, and I will turn them off anyway as a failsafe. Right, now when I cycle through walk mode on and walk mode off, there you go, everything turns off and we can't accidentally move the mech left and right or forwards or backwards. Turn that back on. We can walk forwards and we can turn. Groovy. That works pretty well. Right, so that is the walk mode controls updated. Drive mode also used. At least the mech gyro. Because yeah, there it goes, it turns on mech control. And on all the wheels. So move those. Oh, hang on. CTRL, that's why we did that. Let's make that easier. Walk mode. Off. And then we've got that for a reason as well. And, oh, we should just type guard anyway because we need the button. Oh. Oh, I'm being an idiot, I've not actually moved anything. What I get for being tired. Guard. Off. Guard off. Patrol. Off. Off. What is that in there? That doesn't need to be in drive mode, does it? No, it doesn't. That only gets turned on when walk mode gets turned on, so that's pointless. Why did I do that? Suspension, front, right, front stuff. There we go. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then from there it's all the reverse stuff. Cool. Oh, for God's sake, I keep doing all the wrong things. What happens when you play Space Engineers when you're tired? Turn. On. That turns itself on. Off. Yeah, that did need to be in there. What was it? Walk mode. CTRL. Walk mode. On. Guard mode. On. Button on. Control mode. On. And that is the same as that again. Right. Suspension for the front. Goes off, and off. That doesn't need to be there anymore. That might need to be reorganised a bit. That can go off and off and off and off and off and off Those two can go off as well, just in case. The wrong. Right, turn water mode off. That all stops. Flash then, what about that? Oh, I can't do anything. Turn drive mode on. We can now turn and drive. There shouldn't be any thrusters switched on at all. Oh, well, turn left ones. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Really? Pretty well then. Right, that's been updated with a manual control system. It's gyros. I really wish that would stay brightly lit, but better when it's brightly lit. And that way there's also a bit of an engine sound because you can hear the thrusters from here. Seems to work pretty well. Does it still work alright when it's attacking stuff? Yeah, I was still over there, it's fine. AI thrusters are on. Everything else is off. Right, you need to shush. A lot of noise. Right, cool, so the AI thrusters still work. That's fine. Didn't like those eyeballs. I would like to put those LCDs back there to complete the sort of look of it. But I don't know what to have displayed on because we've got guard mode, tail, arms, auto cannon, flare launchers, walk mode. I could have cruise control signs. potentially. Yeah, go on, we'll just do that instead. I need to fill that space with something, so we'll put oh god, please be the right way around. Ah, there we go. We'll just make them forward and reverse mode. Well, to be honest, we will do that in another stream because it has gone 11 o'clock at night where I am, and I pressed the wrong button. That's it. Control mode. To activate walk mode. Yeah, it is rather late now where I am, and I have to go to work tomorrow, which sucks. So I have to go to bed and put this in. But I just want to walk over there to that unknown signal and have a look and see what's in it. That little thruster definitely seems to be giving me some sort of speed boost. I think we'll brakes slam on. And then what's in here? Big plushy doll, why not? There's the button. I got yet another badger drill. Well, thank you. Go away now. Anyway, that all seems to work quite well. The old version can go away. This one works quite well. Look at me. Follow me round. Their eyeball down here. It's currently fixated on that. So we will call it quits there for now. And I'm going to go to bed. And I might do some more tomorrow when I get home from work, because I'm off on Sunday and I can stay up a little bit later. So thank you for those that watched and those that chatted with me. It's always fun to talk about all the stuff that goes into building these things with people that are genuinely interested in it, so thank you for that. And I will probably see you guys all tomorrow. So, goodbye for now.